This week saw more changes to two key institutions of public accountability in Queensland. The budget estimates hearings will now be held across 2 days rather than 7, while the Crime and Misconduct Commission will also undergo a radical shake-up. To discuss the implications, the independent MP for Gladstone, Liz Cunningham, joined me in the studio. Liz Cunningham, the changes to the Crime and Misconduct Commission mean that the chairman or chairwoman no longer will need bipartisan approval. Is that troubling for you?
Absolutely. Fitzgerald introduced the framework that he did to ensure, as much as is possible, the person appointed was beyond reproach. They were politically neutral. The Attorney-General is saying that the changes that he's doing will depoliticise it. The opposite is the truth. It will politicise that appointment without the bipartisan support of the PCMC and then, of course, the endorsement of the Attorney-General. That will be a political appointment. Tony
Fitzgerald, in his submission to this bill, says it's the final step to remove the Commission's independence and bring it completely under government control. What do you make of that?
More than anything, it should give cause for the Attorney-General to pause and take a big breath. Tony Fitzgerald's summary of what is happening was scathing. There's no other word for it. He is very concerned that as a and honestly, when I was in the position of balance of power in 96 to 98, some of these changes occurred. I never understood the pattern of behaviour that Tony Fitzgerald has highlighted in his submission, that it was the Conservatives slowly unpicking the independence and autonomy of the CMC, which was then the CJC.
Like you said, you supported the Conservative government into power in 96,
yep.
But now you're worried about what they're doing with that power.
Absolutely. Since the election in 2012, much of our democratic principles have been undermined. The integrity and the independence of the judiciary, the independence of the CMC, the independence of the PCMC are all under question now. And the greater losers in this whole situation are the people of Queensland.
The only former chairman to comment on this bill to the Parliament was Bob Needham. He was chairman for 5 years. He has a particular issue with another change, which is that there is an independent research function of the Commission which will now need approval if they want to investigate a topic from the Attorney-General. He was worried that if that research was contrary to the government's interests, then approval would not be given. Is that a cause for concern?
If the CMC can only do its job with permission, it ceases to be independent. And sadly, currently, the government has indicated on a number of occasions its willingness to compromise the independence of the judiciary and the independence of the CMC, and that gives great cause for concern.
Now, other big changes at Parliament this week is a change to the budget estimates process. The number of days allotted to it has been reduced from 7 to 2. Are you worried about that?
Absolutely. The Estimates Committee is the only formal time that the non-government members, and indeed the government members, have the opportunity to interrogate the ministers in relation to the budget. It was held over a 2-week period, and that allowed for the people made responsible for the portfolios to be available. It also allowed other people that were interested to come across and seek permission to sit in and ask questions of a committee. Given the numbers in the Parliament at the moment, there's 15 non-government members, 8 Labor and 7 crossbenchers. The ability of those people to even manage the 2 days will be difficult.
Because you've got 7 committees.
That's right, plus the CLA. They've got and the estimates is a panel of people that ask questions of ministers, seek responses. Just the numerics are almost impossible. And it smacks of the government not wanting to be accountable and transparent. Surely
then wouldn't that at some stage in the future be a disadvantage to the government if they one day are in opposition?
It would be, and honestly, the feedback I'm getting from the community, that's going to be sooner rather than later. But the fact is, we're not there to play party political games. We're there to make Queensland better for Queenslanders. So if this change has been made so that the LNP can kick the ALP, they do need to bear in mind that the LNP will be in opposition one day. But fundamentally, we all need to remember Our responsibility is to the people of Queensland, not point scoring. And that, I fear, is what's happening.
All right, Liz Cunningham, we're out of time. Thank you very much, though, for coming in.
Thank you.